is a man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
They lost the use of their legs. They lost their lungs, their kidneys, their memory, even their ability to stand up straight, and not one of them lost their voice.
Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
Tonight, we're counting down 10 R&B legends who were told by doctors, by paralysis, by cancer, by their own collapsing bodies, to stop singing. And who got back on a stage or a studio floor and sang anyway.
He's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his one.
Welcome back to R&B Lounge. Stay to number 1, because that story involves a man singing an entire album while lying flat on his back, paralyzed from the neck down, and it will change how you hear music forever. Number 10, Isaac Hayes. Theme from Shaft, 1971.
He's a complicated man, but no one understands him.
The bass baritone behind Theme from Shaft, the 1971 song that made him the first black composer in history to win an Academy Award.
Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
In January 2006, Hayes suffered a serious stroke. It hit his speech and his motor control, the two things a performer cannot survive without. Reports from people close to him said he could barely talk in the weeks after.
Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
Scientology representatives around him tried to frame it as minor. It wasn't.
Him but his woman.
But within months, announcements started appearing for new tour dates. Hayes, still recovering, still impaired, was pushing to get back in front of a crowd.
Can you dig it?
He kept working through 2007 and into 2008, even filming a role in the movie Soul Men that year. He was found collapsed near his home treadmill in August 2008, still active, still working, weeks after wrapping that film.
That is a bad mother. What I'm talking about, Shaft?
Theme from Shaft was recorded 5 years before the stroke that nearly silenced him. But Hayes spent his final 2 years proving the stroke didn't get the last word. Number 9, Barry White. Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe, 1974. Number 9, Barry White. The voice so deep it became a punchline, and so powerful it made Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe a number 1 hit in 1974.
What kind of love is this that you're giving me?
By the late 1990s, decades of high blood pressure had wrecked his kidneys. He was hospitalized for blood pressure problems in 1999, and it only got worse from there.
More than I can stand. Oh, well, babe.
Here's the part most fans don't know. While his body was failing, White was still working. His 1994 album, The Icon Is Love, gave him his first number 1 hit in 17 years. Practice What You Preach, recorded while hypertension was already quietly destroying his kidneys.
Some things I can't get used to.
By September 2002, White needed dialysis just to survive, and doctors put him on a transplant list, hoping one of his own children could be a match.
I don't know why. I can't get enough of your love, baby.
He never got that transplant. Barry White died in July 2003 of kidney failure, but that unmistakable voice was still on the radio, still filling rooms, right up until the very end. Number 8, Etta James, At Last, 1961.
At last.
Number 8, Etta James and the song At Last. Released in 1961, And still, to this day, the song played at more weddings than almost any other in American music.
And I looked at you.
Etta spent decades fighting addiction before she ever fought disease. But the final battle was the cruelest. Leukemia and dementia, both closing in at once, discovered in early 2011.
Oh, and my heart was wrapped up.
Here's the astonishing part. In 2009, before the diagnosis went public, Etta James stood on national television and performed At Last on Dancing with the Stars. Full voice, full command, while illness was already quietly building inside her.
Could call my own.
By December 2011, her manager confirmed she was in the final stages of leukemia. She had released her last album, The Dreamer, just 1 month earlier.
Only days.
Etta James died in January 2012 at 73, but At Last plays at first dances every single weekend, completely unaware of the storm she was fighting when she sang her final notes.
And here we are. We're in.
Number 7. Ray Charles, Georgia on My Mind, 1960.
Every time I sing this song.
Ray Charles, blind since childhood, and the voice behind Georgia on My Mind, a 1960 recording, so beloved it became the official state song of Georgia in 1979.
Keeps Georgia on my mind.
By 2003, decades of hard living caught up with him. Doctors diagnosed him with hepatitis C and acute liver disease. His body was failing from the inside. He
Other arms reach out to me.
kept recording anyway. Charles spent his final months in the studio working on Genius Loves Company, a duets album, laying down vocals while his liver was quietly shutting down around him.
Still in peaceful danger.
His last public appearance came in April 2004, standing beside Clint Eastwood as his old recording studio was named a historic landmark. Frail, but there, still showing up.
It's just as old sweet song. I said.
Ray Charles died 2 months later, in June 2004. Genius Loves Company was released after his death and swept the Grammys. A final act finished just before the curtain closed.
It's moonlight through the pine.
Number 6. Patti LaBelle, Lady Marmalade, 1974. Patti LaBelle, the voice that made Lady Marmalade a #1 smash in 1974, and one half of one of the boldest hooks in music history. 20 years later, in 1994, LaBelle was mid-performance on an outdoor stage when she suddenly collapsed, right in front of thousands of fans, mid-song, with no warning at all. She woke up in a hospital bed to a diagnosis she never saw coming: type 2 diabetes, her blood sugar reportedly over 600. "I wasn't that girl who goes to the doctor," she later admitted. "It saved my life," falling out on stage that night. Instead of stepping back, LaBelle rebuilt her entire life around the disease, cooking her own meals on tour buses, checking her blood sugar constantly, and turning her diagnosis into a decades-long public health mission. 3 decades after that collapse, LaBelle is still performing, still dancing, still singing Lady Marmalade. Proof that a diagnosis on a stage doesn't have to be the end of the show. Number 5. Aretha Franklin, Respect, 1967.
What you want? Baby, I got it. What you need?
Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, and Respect, her 1967 anthem that turned a cover song into the defining civil rights era statement of American music.
Oh, yeah. Pretty girl. That's what I need.
In late 2010, Franklin was diagnosed with pancreatic neuroendocrine cancer, a rare, slower-moving cousin of the disease that usually kills within months. She kept the diagnosis almost entirely private.
Not much. Just wanna know. Don't want much. Oh, yeah.
For nearly 8 years, she quietly fought a cancer with one of the lowest survival rates in medicine, and she kept performing through almost all of it, according to the doctors who treated her. In 2015, 3 years before her death, Franklin brought President Obama to tears with a thunderous performance of Natural Woman at the Kennedy Center, cancer already active inside her body the entire time.
What it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. E-K-S-E-C.
Aretha Franklin died in August 2018 at 76. Her doctors later said the same word, again and again, to describe how she handled it. Grace.
Want me a little bit. Don't want much. Yes, do. Just live. Don't want not much.
Number 4. Luther Vandross, Dance with My Father, 2003.
Back when I was a child.
Luther Vandross and Dance with My Father, a song he wrote in 2003 as a tribute to the father he lost as a child.
Stairs he would carry me, and I knew for sure.
In April 2003, just after finishing the vocals, Vandross suffered a massive stroke at his home in New York. He fell into a coma that lasted nearly 2 months and had to undergo a tracheotomy just to breathe.
To dance with my father again.
His mother made the decision to release the album anyway, insisting her son would want the world to hear it. Dance with My Father debuted at number 1 that June, while Vandross was still unconscious in a hospital bed.
To him, now he make me laugh just to count.
At the 2004 Grammy Awards, the song won Song of the Year. Vandross, still recovering, appeared only in a brief pre-recorded video, able to speak just 6 words on camera. I believe in the power of love.
Praying for much too much, but
Luther Vandross never fully recovered. He died in 2005, but he became a Grammy-winning Song of the Year writer while lying in a coma, unable to hear the applause himself.
forever in how I love.
Number 3. Minnie Riperton, Lovin' You, 1975.
Loving you is just a dream.
Minnie Riperton, the 5-octave voice behind Lovin' You, the song that hit number 1 in over 20 countries in 1975.
It's easy 'cause you're beautiful.
Less than a year later, in January 1976, Riperton was diagnosed with breast cancer that had already spread. Doctors gave her roughly 6 months to live. She was 28 years old.
And every day of my life is
Instead of disappearing, Riperton went public, one of the very first celebrities in America to openly discuss a breast cancer diagnosis, and kept recording and touring through her mastectomy and beyond.
in springtime 'cause loving you.
In 1977, she became a national spokesperson for the American Cancer Society, urging women toward self-exams and early detection. In 1978, President Jimmy Carter presented her with the Society's Courage Award at the White House.
It's out of loving you.
Minnie Riperton died in July 1979 at just 31, 3 years past her original prognosis. and still, by every account, using her platform until the very last stage.
Can make me feel the colors that you bring.
Number 2. Teddy Pendergrass, Turn Off the Lights, 1979.
After we close the door, baby, the next thing.
Teddy Pendergrass, the voice behind Turn Off the Lights, a 1979 hit so smooth, it defined an entire era of seduction in soul music.
How much I missed you, my dear.
In March 1982, Pendergrass lost control of his Rolls-Royce and crashed into 2 trees. The accident left him paralyzed from the chest down. Doctors reportedly gave him 10 years to live.
Just like that, baby. You're the.
For 3 years, the world assumed his singing career was over. Then, in July 1985, at Live Aid in his hometown of Philadelphia, Pendergrass rolled his wheelchair onto the stage in front of 90,000 people and 1.5 billion television viewers worldwide.
Thing we gotta do is turn off the lights.
He performed Reach Out and Touch Somebody's Hand alongside Ashford and Simpson, his first public vocal performance since the crash. Cameras caught him wiping away tears before the first note even left his mouth.
In this whole wide world that ever need.
Teddy Pendergrass would go on to tour again, found a charity for spinal cord injury survivors, and perform for another 2 decades. Proof that Turn Off the Lights wasn't the last song he'd ever sing.
Girl, I wanna give you a special treat, 'cause you've been so sweet.
Number 1. Curtis Mayfield, New World Order, 1996.
Darkness no longer, a child is born.
Curtis Mayfield, soul and funk pioneer, and the title track, New World Order, released in 1996, 5 years after the night everything changed.
The hunt is on, and brother, you're the prey.
In August 1990, a stage lighting rig collapsed onto Mayfield during an outdoor concert in Brooklyn. He was paralyzed from the neck down, unable to move his arms, his hands, or play a single guitar chord again.
Rolling down Miss Liberty's head, she knows the sleeping giant.
Here is what almost nobody could believe. To record New World Order, Mayfield had his engineers lay him flat on his back on the studio floor, the only position that let enough air into his damaged lungs to sing at all.
See, we are many with eyes, but don't all really see.
He recorded the entire album 1 line at a time, pausing between lines just to breathe, before the pieces were edited together into finished songs. It took him roughly 2 years of painstaking line-by-line sessions. Curtis Mayfield had his leg amputated from diabetes in 1998 and died in 1999, but New World Order earned a Grammy nomination and stands as recorded proof that a man with no working body left could still make his voice heard.
We gotta make a change. It's a brand new day.
10 legends, 10 diagnoses that should have ended everything, and 10 voices that outlasted the bodies carrying them. If any one of these stories moved you, tell us which number hit hardest in the comments, and subscribe to R&B Lounge for the next one.
It's a new day.